Albam, Aleph Lamid Bet Mem. What's going on? So if you look at the Hebrew letters that we have here on the page, on the top right corner, you'll see that in the top right corner we have Aleph, on bottom of that Bet, on bottom of that Gimel, on bottom of that Dalet. The Hey is 2 columns over, on bottom of it is Vav, on bottom of that Zayin, on bottom of that Ches. And then the next column, you have Tet, or Tes, Yud, and Kaf, or Chaf, okay? But paired with each of them is another letter. So after Kaf, you have Lamid. Where is that? It's the top letter of the second column from the right. On bottom of that, it continues Mem, Nun, Sama, and then 2 columns over Ayin, Pei, Tzadi, Kof, and then 2 columns over Reish, Shin, Tav. So we split the alphabet into 2, okay? And we took the middle part and elevated it up to the first part. Next, now in the top right corner, you just have all the alphabet from right to left, okay? All the Hebrew alphabet. Now in the top right corner, you have all the letters the 5 letters that have a final form. Now on the top right corner, you have the nikudot, okay? The vowel points. I can zoom in on that for you guys here. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now it says notricon, which means I think notricon is when anagram. I think anagram, no, when every letter of the word stands for something. Like, I don't know. I think that's a notricon is. Anyways, and chilufei oifers and switching letters. We have atbash, we have albam. Achbi, meaning we have Aleph with Taf, Beis with Shin. We have Aleph with Lamed, Beit with Mem. We have Aleph with Kaf, Beit with Yud. We have the Reish Lamed Aleph Sharim, 231 gates. We have Gematria, and we have the Ksav Mezuzah, okay. Kinds of letters, Sugei Otiyot. Great letters, small letters, crowds, the thought, the speech, the engraving, the writing, the imprint, the black fire and the white fire. Albam, Aleph Lamed Bet Mem, is a combination of letters that is formed on the expoundations Olam HaMalbush, that is in the cipher, the book called Emek HaMelech, the depths of the king. Here we have the words of the Emek HaMelech in Hebrew, okay? We can try that, but it was easier for me to understand this right here. It says, in the world of the enclosement is revealed the letters of the Torah until the letter Lamed is the upper half. And from this letter and further begins the half of the clothing, the lower one. And in order to open up a place for the elevation of the world, with an aspect of constriction, with an aspect of squareness, elevated the Holy One, blessed be He, His light that is connected to the level that is lower, that is connected to the creation of the worlds, and He elevated it to its source to make an aspect of an open hollow, which is called in this world the elevated opening, or the elevated space, I think. So it comes out that the letter Lamed, which is the beginning of the half of the lower clothing, is unified with the letter Aleph, which is the first letter of the half of the upper clothing. And from this is made the name El, Aleph Lamed, which is the source of the worlds with an aspect of the sphere of Keter. So Aleph is Keter, crown. And so too the letter Mem connects with Bet, the letter Bet, which is hinting to Chachma, wisdom, like it says, Bereshis, the first word of the Torah, and translates Yonasan ben Uzziel, Bechachmesa, with wisdom, in Aramaic. And so the letter Nun connects with the letter Gimel, and the letter Gimel, its form has a foot. The left foot of it teaches or shows on its influence to the lower worlds, to the lower ones. And so too the letter Samach connects with the letter Dalid, which its matter is Das, because the letter Dalid is the first letter in the word Das. Das is knowledge. We either count knowledge or crown. We don't count both because we have to have 10. Like Sefer Yetzirah opens with 10, not 9, 10, not 11, right? First rule of Kabbalah. And the letter Ayin connects with the letter Hey, which teaches on Chesed. So Hey is Chesed. And so to all of them, okay? So the difference between the aspect of Panim, which is face, and the aspect of Achorayim, which is back, in this world, it's in the order of the letters. In an aspect of Panim, which is face, that is a straight light, or Yashar, straight light. Then the upper letters come first to the lower ones. For example, Bet Mem. First you have the Bet, which is the upper world and upper half, and then you have Mem, the final half, the bottom half, right? And the aspect of Achorayim, backwards or back, the letters that are in the half clothing from the bottom, they are from the bottom half of the clothing. They come before these that are from the upper part of the clothing. Lamashal membeis. So, for example, when we're dealing with backwards, not face to face, but backwards, back, then it's membe. The bottom half comes before the upper half. Okay. Now, I'm going to read you the Lashon Emek HaMelech, which is... Who is this from? Let's see who this is from. Or what this is. I'm not sure exactly who this is or what it is. So it's a cipher. It's a book on Kabbalah that was written by Reb Naftali Hertz Bachrach, a Talmud of the Marisarul, from the students of the Arizal, the Holy Lion, the buried in Sfas. Printed in the year 408, or probably 5,408. But yeah, now we're in 5784, right? So it's like 700 years ago, more, something like that. No, that can't be right. No, that can't be right. No. It's 5,408. We're in 57. It was like 300 years ago. Sorry. Okay. There was a place for the standing of the worlds. Because of this clothingment. That was reaching until the end of the seven lands. And from there it goes back to return to be infinite, no end. Therefore he constricted it, the Holy One, blessed be He, and he cleared a space for the worlds, and he elevated and he elevated the half of the Aleph Beis of the 231 backwards. That is from the letter Lamed until the letter Taf. Back of the first half of the Aleph Beis, which is the 231 faces. V'nasu kulei albam hainu, and he made out of them Aleph Lamed Beit with Mem, which is Shechaf Aleph Lamed Lamdin Alu Achore Chof Aleph Alfen. That 21 Lameds rose up behind 21 Alephs, B'chol Achas Me'asfiros, in each one of the Sefirot. The Chof Aleph and 21 Memin, Alu Achore Chof Aleph Besin, and 21 Mems arose behind 21 bases. Ubezen Nasu Kulei Albam, and with this they all made, again, Albam. Aleph Lamed Beit with Mem, right? Albam, and it's not only that and not only in its life yesh by albam, it has this albam elegam alpha bases, but rather also the aleph bases hakol ka'asher lakol mechubarim besoid albam. When they are all of them, when they are connected with the secret of albam, ki chaf aleph lamdin alu achere chaf beis alfin, that 21 lameds arose behind 22 alephs. Nimtza kol parts of El. It comes out that every face is Aleph Lamed, El, which means God. Dahainu Chof Aleph Alpha bases Shaloi. That is that the 21 Aleph bases of it, Nasu Kof Aleph Pamim El. It makes 21 times El, Aleph Lamed, God. Deity, power. The Chen Eitzel parts of Bam, and also in the face of Bam, Beis Mem is another face, the second face. Kol Chof Aleph Pam Bam. It makes 21 times Bam. The Chen Eitzel Kulam Ad Gemira. And it also until all by all of them until infinity. Until it ends. I'm sorry, until it's end. And this is the secret of the chanter. Paitan is the one who chants in the synagogue. He makes these poems and he sings the poems. So the one who composed the famous, I guess, apparently Elna. It's a prayer, I guess. And he and he begins from the letter Mem. Melech Malchei Hamlachim. ALBM Elna, and he starts with the word Albam, which is Elna. V'chazan menag ein hashir hazeh, and the chazan is the prayer leader. He sings this song. Something, bro. I'm mistranslating. I hope not. Moshe Rabbeinu ra'azeh ha'or, and Moshe Rabbeinu saw this light. Shenemar vayar reishis light. Vayibra Rashis Loy, Vayar Rashis Loy. I don't know. Vayar. Rashis Loy, like Bereshis, huh? Shehu Roish Kol HaElamais, which is the head of all the worlds. Shem Chelkas Mechukak Sfon. There is the portion engraved. So fine, I don't know. It's quoted from Deuteronomy, Devarim, Lamed Gimel Chafal 33:21. Avaloi Sigu. I mean, that's the verse there. That's what it says in the brackets. Avaloi Sigu Loi. It didn't reach him. Hu Inyan Pella, and it's a wondrous matter. Bazen Nasu Zachar V'Nekeva, and this is how you make male and female. Hainu Panim V'Achar Miduvakim Ish Be'achav. That is facing, like the face and the back connected. A man to his brother. Vehem Yud Aleph Partzufim, and there are 11 faces. Dahainu Partzuf. This is the face of El, hu keter. El is crown. For hu zachar nikra panim, and when it's male, it's called face. And it is a male called face. Ubam chachma. Beis mem is chachma. Gimel nun is bina. Dalet samach is das. Hey ayin is gedula, which is also known as chesed. This doesn't look like a vav, it looks like a nun sofi, but I think it should be a vav, and pei is gevura. Zayin and tzadi should be is tiferes. Chav, ches, and kuf is netzach. Tes and reish is hoid. Yud and shin is yisoid. Kaf and taf is malchus. Wow, you have exactly enough for the spheros. Nice. Adkan hupanim. This, until here, this is the face. Oh, we're doing the das. It's interesting. So here you count das and keser, but you're not counting the mazfira. So it's just interesting. Okay, interesting. So you have 11 faces, okay? So he says you have Yud Aleph Partzufim. And from here on onwards is backwards. Female. The female of each and every one. Loyu keser. Oh, I'm sorry. Lamed Aleph. So it's the same as Aleph Lamed, it's just backwards. It's Lamed Aleph instead of Aleph Lamed, right? Hu keser achor shel Aleph Lamed, shu keser apanim. It's the crown that is backwards of Aleph Lamed, of El, which is the crown of the face. Shehu azachar, which is the male. Mem with Beis, Mem before Beis is Chachma, but again from the backwards, right? The female. Nun with Gimel is Bina, Samach with Dalet is Das, Ayin with Hey is Gedula, which we said is Chesed, Pei with Vav is Gevura, Yaher it's a Vav, not a end in Nun Sofi. Tzadi with Zayin is Tiferes, Kuf with Ches is Netzach, Reish with Tes is Hoid, Shin with Yod is Yisoid, Tov with Chav is Malchus, V'zois ha'ariga Shalat Chayrayim. I think this is the arrangement, I'm not sure what Ariga is, but this is the arrangement of backwards. And this arrangement of backwards, or this Ariga of backwards, was from Taf until Lamed. Mitaf ad Lamed. has to be Taf ad Lamed, right? From the final letter of Taf until the middle letter of Lamed. Milamata lumala, from the bottom to the top, up from bottomwards to upwards. Beside Eish Shahudin, with the secret of fire, which is judgment. Tivay la lamala, its nature is to elevate abovewards. Lezenik ragam kinacharaim, and this is called also so too gamkin, so too achoraim. This is also called backwards. V'lezeh amru Razal, Rabbi Sinu Zuchanu Levracha, and this our sages of blessed memory said to this. Amra Tav Lefnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the final letter Tav said to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be He. V'tzayin Chashativ Rabbi Alamcha, is it your will that you want to create with me your world? Or it is your will that you should create with me or in me your world? Midrash Aishes Rabbi Akiva Shalom. It's from the Midrash of Rabbi Akiva. I don't understand. Tav said before HaKadosh Baruch Hu that you want to create in me the world. Oh, because I don't get it. I really don't get it. What? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Alright, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed it. At least we read it. Now you can read it more, and you know how it's read more or less. You only need to look up like 1 or 2 words, It's good. Now we can delve into it if you want to, But at least it's a stepping stone, how to read stuff, learning.